Warm-up sets and potentiation sets, what are these? These are slightly easier sets that you're going to do prior to your first working set. Now bear in mind, the sets that we specify that we want you to aim for on the program are all working sets. But you want to be primed and ready for these challenging sets because working sets are hard. So if you jump onto a seated hamstring curl, for example, the first thing we want you to do is not just dive into your heaviest weight and try and do a set close to failure. We want to make sure you're primed to do so. So our technique or our methods that are generally recommended are do at least one warm-up set and then followed by one potentiation set. Now, a warm-up set is when you might pick a weight that is about half of the weight that you're intending to do for your working sets, which are the challenging ones that you're trying to build up to. You pick a weight that's about half, and you make sure that you do just enough reps that you can feel the blood flow to the target muscle, but the muscle isn't fatigued yet. And this means that you are starting to psychologically get in the right zone, and obviously you're lubricating the joints and encouraging blood flow to the target muscle. We would recommend a short rest period of maybe just 30 seconds after this, and then move on to what we would call a potentiation set. And a potentiation set is where you might pick a weight that is about 75 or most of the weight that you would do for your working set, and you would just do a few reps. You would do them with purpose, and you would do them in a manner that is explosive, and now the purpose is to try and exert a lot of force. Because first we've had the warm-up set in order to encourage blood flow and just get the joints lubricated and start to build that psychological drive. Your potentiation set is really when you're trying to prime the central nervous system. So by this point, you're already technically warmed up. You don't need to do a lot of reps for these potentiation sets. It can just be a few as long as it's relatively heavy. That means the central nervous system is primed, so you've successfully gotten warmed up, you've primed your CNS, and you're ready to lift heavy. Now, after your potentiation set, make sure you take a rest period of about 60 seconds on average, and then you can move into your first working set. Now, the purpose of these, just to repeat, is to get you warmed up, is to get your CNS primed, and it's to get you in a place where you have the psychological drive to perform a good, hard working set, but we don't want to be fatigued. Hence why I specified on your warm-up set, you don't want to do that many reps, and on your potentiation set, you especially don't want to do that many reps. So make sure that you aren't coming anywhere near to target muscle failure in these sets so you can savor that energy levels for your working sets.